What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/IDontWorkHereLady. This story's called, Karen, did you just assault me and make my baby cry? I know it's been a while since I posted here. Some things came up with my family. Everything's fine now. But this story here just happened about 3 days ago with me, my godson, newborn, and my so-close best friend we could be sisters. Let's set the scene. Paris, 1834. KMSL. Is that kill myself? Nah, I'm kidding. Target, kinda chilly outside, and somehow it's a bit cloudy. So I thought we were gonna get cold rain. During the time my BFF came to visit, I was in the midst of getting my godbaby together to take him home. His poor mom had to work that whole weekend, so I told my BFF to come with me. On our way, my godbaby mom asked if we could pick up some things for him and her from Target. Sure, why not? We see Target before we get to her house anyway. Plus, I needed to get some stuff afterwards, so why not get it all while we're there, right? Plus, one of my favorite cousins works there, so I could see her and finally let her see my godbaby from a distance. I'd want to remember this for later on. So my friend cash apps me and off we go to Target. So we get to Target and I have my godbaby in his little carrier. Unfortunately, my friend bought the one that's too big for the front of the shop cart, so I had to put it directly inside of the cart. Since CJ is only 1 month, he's too young for a mask, so I cover the carrier in a thick enough blanket. I ask my BFF to get another cart for the shopping, and now we set. Now, to describe what we're wearing, everyone knows Target uniform is a basic red shirt with nothing on it and khaki pants. BFF wore a navy blue top with black flare pants, flats. I wore a V-neck burgundy top with flare sleeves and strings to tie in a bow in the front with black layer jeans with some sneakers. So we're shopping, checking off things on her list and mine. Then I'm looking over the list on the side of the walking area so I wouldn't be in anyone's way, and feeding CJ at the same time through the blanket. My little nugget got fussy, and I noticed I forgot something for him back a few aisles. So I asked my BFF to put on a glove to hold a bottle and finish feeding him while I go get the item. Yeah, she's my BFF, but he's my godbaby, and with this pandemic still going around, I don't trust germs. I go to the aisle, looking hard because my glasses tend to slide and fall off a lot. Keep this in mind too. And then I hear that classic sound that irritates everyone so bad it makes them want to bang their head on the floor. That classic Karen, ahem! I turn my head and there she was. Pixie haircut, sunglasses on top of her head with no damn sun in sight, tight tank top, short shorts, knowing damn well it's chilly outside, and flip-flops. I'm thinking to myself, is this the Karen uniform or something? But I digress. So I move out of the way, thinking I'm in her way, and continue looking for my item, and she sighs. I can feel her stare burning through my skin, but I wasn't letting up. Then she says, "It's hard finding good help these days. Everyone wants to be lazy." I roll my eyes and put my head down, saying, "Not today. Please, just not today." I find my item and leave out the aisle. Now she's mad. Did I care? Nope. And I think she could sense that. Then she starts. Y'all know how this goes. "So you're not gonna help me?" Nope. "And why not?" Okay, I'm gonna try to say this in a nice way because I see you're one of those. Ma'am, I don't work here. I gave you no indication that I work here. No, I'm not on break. And no, it's not my day off. I generally do not work here. Now, I'm going to leave and put this in my shopping cart so I can pay and leave the store. Karen stops me as I'm backing up. "Don't you dare walk away from me. I know you're lying. I've seen you here working before. You can't fool me. You just don't want to work. You'll be fired when I'm done with you. I'm getting the manager." I look her up and down. Yeah, you do that. I go back to the cart house, and my BFF asks me what was taking so long. I tell her everything from A to Z, and she chuckles. I see she's trying to burp CJ, so I tell her to let me try. Ever since this little nugget came out of the womb, he's been stubborn to do everything, including burping, shaking my head. I place the towelette on my shoulder and him and give it a try. I'm 2 minutes in and he burps, and when I lay him down, baby boy is asleep. Good shot. So now we can leave. But then I hear screaming and screeching. My eyes widen and my head slowly turns to the right when I see Karen coming down the wall area with a manager. BFF said, "Is that her?" "Yes, boo, that's her." Me and my friend use those terms with each other a lot, so please don't take offense to me or her calling each other that. We've been friends for almost 20 years. So Karen gets to us, still screaming, still screeching.
"This is her! She should be fired for not helping a customer and lying about not working here! I'm a loyal customer! I have rights!"
"Sir, can you please tell her to keep it down? I just put my son to sleep. Second, I've already told the Wicked Witch of the Northeast that I don't work here. What part of my clothes say I work here? And even if I did and was on my day off, customers are not entitled to get help from them if they are not working. But ask if I have told her. I don't work here."
"Ma'am, she really does not work here. All of this could have been avoided. Do you want me to help you?"
Yes, I want you to fire her! I know you're covering for her. I've seen her plenty of times working. If something doesn't happen right now, I'm calling corporate!
Then, from all that hollering, my godbaby starts crying. So I pick him up to calm him down. Now, I'm mad. I don't like when people disturb my son. So I snapped. "Woman, I told you, wow wubsy looking ass, to keep the noise down because I just put my son to sleep. Now look, I got a hollering Oswald and a crying baby. Shut the front door and move the flippity doodah on somewhere else. I mean, probably. Like, damn, how hard is it for you to comprehend and I don't freaking work here? What? You that damn embarrassed at the fact that you're wrong, that you gotta keep up this stupid ass image just so you can try to be right? Get the frick away from us so I can calm my son down." Yes, all of that set her off, and she paid absolutely no attention to the fact that I still had my godbaby in my arms because she launched at me with her arm in the air, and when it came down, it looked like she hit me because I moved my face quick enough for her to not. By that time, my glasses slid off and fell on the floor and broke. Yep, now I'm really pissed. Those were the only glasses I had too, and I had just tried to make an eye doctor appointment the week prior. They're full this month and next month, and don't have a December appointment booked yet. I'm beyond pissed. I'm pissed to the highest level of pissivity, damn it. Then, the ultimate happened. My cousin. So, my cousin comes around the corner being nosy as frick, shaking my head. We can't help it. And when she noticed it was me, now she wants to know what the fuck is going on. The manager wants to know what this had to do with her, and when she said she was my big cousin, both he and Karen looked at us and saw we looked much alike. It was no wonder Karen had us mixed up. We are two sisters' kids. My mama is the third oldest daughter, and her mama is the baby girl. So the manager tells my cousin to calm me down because he sees I'm about ready to fight while he goes to call the police. He didn't ask me if I wanted the police called. He just said he was gonna call the police. Oh, that set Karen all the way off. She's kicking and screaming while he's pulling her to his office. My cousin calms me down while I'm gently bouncing to put my godbaby back to sleep. The police came, I gave them my statement, my BFF gave her statement, cousin gave her statement because even though she didn't see it, she heard it and she's a family member. Manager paid for the baby stuff, and the police said they'll get back in touch with me over Karen after he put her in handcuffs and put her in the back of a police car. Now, letting everyone know, yes, we did have our masks on and only took them off to talk to the manager. During the time I was burping my godbaby, I had the blanket over him. I still don't trust germs. I told her mom everything, and she died laughing. I'm just surprised my BFF didn't say anything this whole time because knowing her, she would have jumped in. Sorry for the long story. No. I like that story, and I love how you're throwing in responsibility during pandemic, you know, like all the etiquette and all that jazz. And I love how she refers to the god baby as her kid. Because is that, I mean, I'm not Catholic, so like the whole godparent concept is not 100% familiar, or I'm not 100% familiar with it. So is it like you're basically a second set of parents to them, kinda? If so, that's sweet. And I know it's like, oh, if something ever happens to the biological parents, you take over. I know how that works. This story's called Let It Go, So I Just Let It Go. English is not my first language, so please forgive me formatting or if something comes out wrong. Yesterday, me and my older brother went to a shopping mall where this incident took place. Cast me, older brother.
Entitled girl.
So we went to this place for some shopping. We don't usually go into this place, but since there were a few discounts on a few items we needed, Big Bro decided to check the place out. We went into the shop, and soon as you step in there, there's a greeter who welcomes you and asks if you need a trolley or a basket if we end up purchasing a lot of items. Big Bro said we needed a trolley, so we took one and started getting to the aisle, and we needed to go. I'm following Big Bro, and there is an old lady and two other middle-aged ladies straight ahead. The old lady asked if she can borrow our trolley. No big deal. Big Bro passes our trolley to her and asks me to get another when one of the two middle-aged ladies asks if they can have one too. Okay, no problem. I took two trolleys and gave one to the ladies. Big Brother and I were ready to go, but we saw a guy that he knew, so Big Brother gave me the list and told me to scout the area. He used to be in the military, so scout first, and that he would catch up in a minute. I agreed and started looking for the items. And as soon as I thought I was getting close to the right aisle, entitled girl appears. She's probably in her 20s and has the attitude of a rich kid. She grabbed my trolley and started yanking on it. I was caught off guard and pulled my trolley away from her. Here's our conversation. Excuse me?
Give me that and bring one more.
What?
Give me the trolley and bring me one more trolley.
Go get your own. This is my trolley.
Are you out of your mind? We have a problem. Give me that trolley and give me one more.
She kept yanking on the trolley. By the way, I'm not a big guy. 5'11", about 155 pounds. She looks about 5'1" or 5'2", maybe 85 pounds. Jesus, she's using all her weight and muscles to try and pull the trolley back. That was good forearm exercise for me. At this point, I'm thinking, what in the world is she thinking? We're in a shopping mall and she's asking for two trolleys because she has a problem. What's the problem? Maybe if somebody got hurt and she's trying to put them in the trolley so she can get them to the hospital? Get your own. I'm not your servant.
Give me that.
By this time, Big Brother is done talking with his friend and is coming toward me. He made a gesture that said, "What's going on?" And I gestured back. I don't know, but right there, I got my answer.
You work here. Get another trolley for me.
Now I realized she thought I worked there, so I tightened my grip and said, "I don't work here." She loosened her grip and I thought this might be the end of it, right? Nope. Until this, she's been pulling the trolley facing me. Now she turns around and uses all her strength to pull it while screaming, "Let it go!" By this time, Big Brother has almost reached me. He gestured what looked like, "Just let it go." So I did. All the force she had been using made her fly forward and crash. A few shop employees rushed to her. Big Brother looked surprised and said, "What the fuck, dude?" I didn't notice until I heard the crash. "Maybe we should take baskets." I nodded and left that place until I noticed what actually made that chaos. The employees were dressed in pretty similar clothes to what I was wearing, so it must have been confusing. But still, she should have asked if I could bring her the trolleys instead of yanking and screaming. I think this Modella thing has made people more aggressive because people have been living alone for months without socializing. Hey, I'm perfectly mellow and I haven't seen another human being in approximately 34 and a half years. So watch your mouth, you bastard! This story's called, boss, what are you doing in my my car? Unlike many folks here, I don't really work retail or even shop that much. I do get mistaken at Best Buy sometimes, even though I've never worn blue polos to that store. Apparently, standing near the aisle browsing stuff with a serious expression is enough to have random people come up to you to ask questions. And I usually reply, I don't work here, but what was your question anyway? And they generally apologize, chuckle, and I answer what I can. But that's not the story today. About 15 years ago, I was working in a logistics company. I had missed the lunch truck that comes by, so I decided to drive to lunch and then come back. A coworker said he'll come with me. I said I'll see him out front. So I went to my car, which was a small sedan, champagne color. I got it started and AC blasting. It's a hot area. And I drove to the employee entrance and waited. The door opened, closed, and someone sat down on the seat. I put the car into gear, was about to ask where we should go when I realized that wasn't the coworker. That was the company president, aka Big Boss. He had already buckled himself in when our eyes met. Neither of us said anything for a second. My hand automatically shifted back to park. Boss? What are you doing in my car? He mumbled, oops, sorry. Unbuckled himself and got out. Just then, my coworker arrived, looking at my boss getting into another car, a white Lexus. My coworker asked, what was that? I shrugged. No idea. I guess he was looking for his lunch ride. So I do work here, but I'm not your lunch ride. That's funny. I like that story. It just gives me the vibes of like a 2005 movie. Like, I don't know, kind of like the setting of The 40-Year-Old Virgin, or that one movie where the guy is like a kind of a slacker, kind of cool guy at that one department store, and then there's a Dax Shepard, and he plays like a douchebag. That's irrelevant. My point is, it's funny. You know, I just associate pandemic with that's just how the modern times have been. Like, that's just how it's been for a long time. And so if something takes place a long time ago and he said a champagne colored car, and I'm just thinking of like, you know, a car from back then. So it was a nice story. I liked it. Thank you for sharing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.